Good morning, good morning, good morning on this wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day that the Lord has blessed and made and allowed us to see on this day, man. Look, every day you wake up, man, you gotta just thank God, man. You gotta thank God for the blessing that He continues to bless us with His life, man. You know, a lot of people take it for granted. A lot of people take life for granted, man, till they can't breathe no more, till they can't until life get taken away from them. Then they talking about what they shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's too late, man. You know, somebody laid down last night with the plans of, man, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna eat Sunday dinner, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna enjoy my family, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna do all that. But get what? Their life was cut short. Their plans were interrupted. So, man, every day you wake up, man, before you land in your bed, before you go put some toothpaste in your mouth, before you go to the bathroom, man, just lay in bed for a minute. Just thank God, man, for opening your eyes, allowing you to see another day. And their phone didn't wake you up. Your kids didn't wake you up. Your spouse didn't wake you up. A notification didn't wake you up. Your alarm didn't wake you up. Because all that can come in and do all that. The phone can go off. Kids can come and knock, push on you, hit on your wire, can nudge and do all that. But if you unresponsive, get what? You can't wake up. So at the end of the day, man, is you just gotta thank God. We gotta thank God for everything. We gotta thank God for where we at in life. You know, so that will bring me to my point today, man. God spoke this to me this morning when I was laying in the bed, man. You just gotta trust the process. You gotta trust the process with God, man. You gotta be patient with God. God is the author, man. He the one who write in your life. He the one who write in the script. He the one who write in the book, not you. So you just gotta trust the process, man. You just gotta go through it and trust Him, and trust and believe that God know what He doing. He is the author, man. He the painter, you the canvas. Let Him paint your life. You just be obedient to God, man. Just be obedient to God. Be obedient to His word as well as His voice. And just be patient. Like I tell people, man, God is the number one author of patience. God moving His own way in His own timing. God allows certain things to happen in our life for a reason. Sometimes, man, He just be trying to get our attention. God sometimes just got to sit you down for a while, for a season, for a period, because He just want to get your attention, because He can't when you too busy. That's the problem. We don't want to give God no time. Our agenda, our schedule is too packed. We got too much going on. We involved in too much stuff to the point we can't even give God no time. But get what? God devote all His time to us. God made time for us. So why we can't do the same? But I don't know who need to hear this, but man, get what? You just gotta trust the process. You just gotta hold on a little bit more longer. You just gotta stay on that job a little bit more longer. You just gotta stay in that place a little bit more longer. That house, that vehicle, a little bit more longer. Trust the process. Trust the process. Put your trust and faith in nobody but God. And if you don't, if you don't, if you don't understand anything, just acknowledge God, and He'll direct your path. Cause sometimes, man, God allows us to go through some things, or allow some things to happen, put us in a season we don't be understanding why. You just gotta trust. It's all about trusting God, man, in your life. It's all about trusting God. This is what it's all about, trusting God, trusting the process. God didn't say life was gonna be easy. He didn't say that you were gonna walk this thing straight. He didn't say that you were finna go from A to Z just like that. Man, you finna face some stuff. You gonna go through some stuff in life. God gonna put you in that fire. He gonna allow some things to happen. But it's all building you up. It's all building your character. Testing your faith. Building your faith. In order for your faith to grow, it got to be tested. It got to be tried. How can you sit and say you got faith in the one you serve, but it ain't been tested? It ain't been tried. It's easy to sit and say that you got faith in God when everything going good, but what about when some stuff going bad? What about when your body is going down, your health is going down, your marriage is going down, your career going down, everything just going down? Is you still gonna trust God then? It's easy to praise God when everything going good, but try praising God when everything going bad. Try still holding fast to God when everything going bad. Try still believing in God for his word when everything's going bad. We can worship God all day. We can praise God. We can shout to God all day. But what about when life is on the downward? What about when you're going through some stuff? What about when you in a storm, a trial, or tribulation? Then when you really got to start praising God. Then when you really got to start worshiping God. Praise go up, blessings go down, come down. Things begin to happen in our life, man, and we just sit there in defeat mode, depressed mode. We give up, we give in. Life ain't easy. We ain't called living on easy peasy life. Man. Especially when you talking about stepping out your comfort zone, stepping into who God called you to be, stepping into what God created you to be. It ain't gonna be easy. That's why I always tell people, as long as you got God, as long as you walking with God, man, God gonna clear that path for you. It's all about being obedient, man. I tell people, obedience brings favor. Obedience brings favor. Rebelliousness, disobedience, man, you're gonna have to pay the price for that. God gonna chastise you for that. God gonna discipline you for that. You just gotta trust the process. I know that's a word for me. Like they always say, when God give you a word, it gonna be for you, but it gonna help many other people. You just gotta trust the process and be patient. God is the author. God already wrote your life out, how he wanted to go. All you just doing is just following. All you just doing is just walking behind him. That's all you doing. Trusting the process. Going through whatever it is that you got to go through. But at the same time, still maintaining your faith in God. Still putting your trust and faith in God. Still looking towards the hill from when comes your help. Because your help only comes from God. God going to send you the help you need. God going to send the people. God going to do it all, man. You just got to trust him and be obedient to him and his voice. And God going to do the rest. God going to tell you where to go. God going to tell you when to go. God going to tell you when to be still. God going to give you instruction. This is why you always got to go to God before you make decisions in your life. But we want to go to God after we don't make a decision in our life. After we don't messed up. Then that's when we want to go to God. You go to God, you bring your request to God, you bring whatever it is that you trying to do, whatever it is that Whatever it is, you take it. You take it before God. You give it to Him, and you wait patiently until God give you an answer, direction, or instructions. Whatever God done placed on your heart to do, God gonna give you instruction and direction. You just gotta ask Him for it. He ain't just gave you that. He ain't just gave you that idea. He ain't just gave you that thought and just told you just go do what you want to do with it. He gave you that idea and thought because guess what? It's something He wants you to do, but guess what? God already done lined it up for you. It already don't happen. All you just gotta do is ask God for instructions and direction. A lot of times we fail in life because we try to do things, we try to live life by our own, and you don't have to. We fail in life because we make decisions on our own when we don't have to. We fail in life a lot of time because of our pride, our ego. Can't nobody tell us that. We don't want to humble ourselves. You can't tell me nothing. You can't. Man, God will send anybody in your life to give you instructions, to tell you something. People are always talking about, well, God ain't talk to me, or God don't do this. Yeah, well, let me tell you something, man. God ain't always gonna talk to you Himself. God will send people in your life, and He'll use them. He'll speak through them to you. But so many times, man, be our pride, our ego. It be so much that get in the way, and we don't want to listen. And what we be feeling to realize, man, we be missing out on our blessing. A blessing don't always come in the shape, form, fashion, or material things or money. Sometimes your blessing be God be sending somebody to you with some information, with some direction, with some wisdom, with some knowledge, which then in turn would lead you into that financial blessing or that material blessing, whatever it is. But not all blessings are financial. Not all blessings are material things. A word of advice is a blessing. Some direction, that's a blessing. Because if you don't take that direction, or you don't take that advice, and you go the other way, now you get away. You just missed out on your blessing. Because you chose to go the other way. Because you chose to do what you want to do. Because you chose, can't nobody tell me nothing. Y'all don't want nobody telling y'all nothing, but then y'all want some help. You want to hand out, but you don't want to hand up. I always say, I'd rather somebody give me some advice than give me something, some money or something. Tell me what I need to do, or so I can, whatever. Give me some instructions, some direction, some advice. Money ain't everything. But that's just how shallow-minded we are. When we hear blessings, we looking for something we can see, material thing, money. Don't God bless you every day? That's your blessing right now. God wake you up every day to see another day. You should be thankful that you can see another day. That's your blessing. That you can breathe again, that you can see again, that you were able to go out and create financial wealth for yourself. Because you can do it. You just got so many people out here, they lazy, man. They waiting on somebody to do it for them. That's why so many people, man, they don't ever meet their full potential in life. Because they waiting on somebody else to do it. Sometimes, man, y'all don't realize God don't place something inside of you. And it's just for you. It ain't for nobody else. It ain't meant for you to collab with nobody else. And then it's just for you. And then some of y'all still holding on to your past. You still holding on to certain things that God done told you to let go of that ain't for you. That's another reason why a lot of y'all are being hindered. You can't level up. You can't go nowhere in life. Because you don't want to let go. You don't want to move forward. You scared. You don't got comfortable where you at. Being comfortable is dangerous. It's okay to be content, but being comfortable is dangerous, man. Cause when it's time for when God trying to elevate you, He trying to push you forward, you ain't gonna want to go. Cause you're gonna be scared, you're gonna be afraid. Cause you don't got comfortable where you at. People scared to fail, people scared to fall, people scared to start over, they scared to struggle. They scared to step out and just be their own. But in all, you just gotta trust the process, man. God say He'll never leave us nor forsake us. Life ain't gonna be easy. Everything ain't gonna be easy. Everything ain't gonna come easy. You're gonna have to grind for some stuff. You're gonna take losses. Millionaires and billionaires out there, they ain't become millionaires and billionaires overnight. They took risks. They stepped out their comfort zone. They lost. They had setbacks. But they ain't give up. So why would you want to give up? Just because that one thing didn't work out. Just because that one relationship didn't work out. Just because that job didn't work out. Or just because that career didn't work out. Or that person failed you. Or whatever. So you just chose to just give up. A lot of people choose to give up on life because of certain stuff that they done been through. A lot of people choose to give up on relationships and marriages because of what they done been through with other people. They call it a healing process. You heal. But some of y'all can't heal because y'all got that mentality where the only way I can get over a person is if I get up on the next person. You ain't gonna never heal because you taking whatever it is that you had in that other relationship or whatever the case may be, you drag it into the next one. And then when that don't go right, you go to another person. You ain't getting yourself time to heal. You ain't getting your heart time to heal. You ain't getting your mind time to heal. You ain't getting your body time to heal. And some of y'all looking for the wrong thing in relationships. I don't know what y'all think relationships are. I guess y'all just think relationships is just for you to depend on the person to be there for you all the time. Y'all both got a life to live. A person can't be there for you every day. A man can't be there for you every day. A woman can't be there for you every day. Some of y'all women, that's what y'all only just want a man for. To do certain things. Learn how to do some stuff for yourself so you ain't always got to depend on a man. That's why some of y'all women, you are in that needy state. Because you don't know how to do nothing for yourself. Don't know how to change a tie. Don't know nothing about cars. Well, that's a man job. That ain't a man job. That's your car. Learn how to do it and get what? You ain't got to pay nobody. You ain't got to worry about a man trying to hit on you. Because soon that man do something, you trying to hit on you. Why you this and that? Well, get what? You won't have to go through none of that. You learn how to do stuff for yourself. Start talking about what's a man job and what's a woman job. It's just like a man should learn how to cook. A man should learn how to clean. A man should learn how to wash clothes. A man should know how to take care of the house. That ain't a woman job. Those are skills. So you ain't got to depend on nobody to do nothing for you. At the end of the day, when a person see that you're very dependent, they're going to use that against you. Oh, you depending on me. So yeah, now they finna abuse you. They finna use you. Learn how to do some stuff for yourself, man. Learn how to get out there and change a tire, change your oil. It save money. Stop being afraid to get a little dirty. It kills me to hear some women say, well, I ain't finna touch that. I ain't finna do that. That's what they got mechanics for. That's what they got this for. That's what they got that for. Okay, man. How about you do that? Learn how to do it. You can save money. How about you learn how to do it? You ain't got to call nobody up to come do it. Or you ain't got to worry about a man trying to hit on you. Your husband, your boyfriend ain't always going to be there. Your wife, your girlfriend ain't going to always be there. There's no such thing as a male job and a female job. God said when he created the world, he created everything in it. He seen everything good. And he told Adam what? I've created all this. I've given all you this. But what? I ain't gave you a what? A helper. When you join with somebody, man, y'all supposed to be helping each other. Everything shouldn't fall on that one person. Take turn. Okay, maybe you did this. Okay, do things together as a couple. At the end of the day, that's how you gonna keep your marriage together anyway. Now you keep your marriage and your relationship strong by y'all doing things together. You begin to do things separate by yourself. Yeah, what you think gonna happen? Share the load. So no one person be doing everything. Support your husband, support your wife, and whatever it is that they may be doing. As long as it ain't nothing bad, support them, be there for them. Because you're going to want the same thing in return. You want them to support you, you want them to be there for you. Support them. Baby, is there anything I can do? But y'all swear y'all ready for a relationship. Y'all swear y'all ready for a marriage. But y'all so selfish, so cold-hearted. Only think about yourself. You can't be selfish and cold-hearted thinking about yourself too much. You want to be in a relationship, you want to be in a marriage, because that comes with sacrifice. You making sacrifice. You got to make sacrifice. It ain't all about that laying in the bed, having sex, and whatever y'all think is all about. And that thing come with work. And you got to work to keep a relationship. You got to work to keep a marriage. And you got to work. Because if you don't work, the devil working to break it up. Man, trust the process, man. Trust the process. Trust the process of life, man. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have days where, man, you don't even want to be bored of nobody. You're going to have days where, man, you don't even want to get up out the bed. That's why I always tell people, the best part of waking up is with Jesus Christ in your cup. Spend some time with God. Y'all just wake straight up out the bed. Man, I'm going to take me a cup of energy shot. I'm getting put the caffeine in my body. If you got to get up 30 minutes early or an hour early so you can spend time with God to get your day off, then, hey, that's what you need to do. Because he the source, he the power, he your strength, he your energy. He the one gonna keep you going. He the one who gonna make sure when the enemy attacking you, that hey, he fight your battles. He protect you. I'm trying to tell people, man, you ain't gotta fight no battle. You ain't gotta say nothing. God see how he look low. He see everything. All you gotta do is respond in a nice way or just walk away. Somebody come to you at work talking all rah-rah, all crazy. You ain't gotta stoop down to their level. That's what's wrong with us. Somebody come do something else, we want to stoop down to their level. We don't want to humble ourselves. Somebody got to be the humble one. Okay, say what you got to say. I'm listening. You done? All right. And just walk away. A person can't argue with nobody who they ain't got to argue with. A person can't fuss with somebody who they ain't got to fuss with. You got to learn how to know people. You got to learn how not to indulge in certain conversations. You got to learn how to... It come with wisdom and knowledge, man. Because I don't be nothing but the devil. Oh, I know. Man, people know what. People know how to push your button. People know how to get up under your skin. They know exactly what to do and know exactly what to say. So you can't let them do it, man. I used to tell my PA when I was working at Amazon, I used to tell them all the time, man, look, you can't fight fire with fire. You ain't gonna win. These people know they do it on purpose. Some people do it on purpose because it's entertainment to them. Entertainment to them. Man, me, people call me nonchalant. I ain't nonchalant. I just don't let stuff bother me. If it's out of my control, man, I don't care what nobody say about me. I don't care how people feel about me. I don't care about none of that. Cause at the end of the day, get what? Don't none of that stuff matter. Or none of that stuff bother me. You can say whatever it is you want to say. It don't bother me. You always say, man, you walk around all nonchalant, like you don't care. And I don't. What I'm going to care for? Why I'm going to care about what a person say or think or feel about me? Why should I care? When I know who in control, when I know who will fight my battles for me. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to focus on God. And Him leading me. Him directing me. If I'm focusing on everything else around me, how can I focus on God? If I'm still worried about another person, another human, what they saying, how they feel, what they doing, and how can I focus on myself? How can I get myself anywhere? You can't. And you be worried about what other people doing. You worried about what this person doing. That's why some of y'all, you on Facebook. You on Facebook all day, every day, trying to be nosy. Worry about what other folk got going on. Focus on you. Stop worrying about what's going on in the neighborhood. Stop worrying about what this person got going on, what that person got going on. Cause they sleeping around. They sleeping with this man. They sleeping with that woman. And so what? That they business. What you doing? You must be jealous. You must be want to do it. Focus on yourself. Worry about yourself. I guarantee you, man, everybody was just worry about themselves and focus on themselves, man. The world would be a better place. If everybody showed love, the world would show up be a better place. If we can get the hate out the world, man, the world will be a better place. You gotta check yourself. You gotta look at yourself. You gotta check your heart. What's in your heart? Creating me a clean heart. Purify me, God. Show me, reveal to me what's in my heart. People be hiding what's in their heart. You can't hide it for long. You can't hide it for long. Eventually it's gonna show itself. The hate, the jealous, the anger, the envy. Eventually it's gonna show itself. Every day, man. We wake up, we should be asking God, God, make me a better person than I was yesterday. Help me to be a better person than I was yesterday. But you got to surrender. Because God ain't finna force nothing up on you. So you got to surrender. That's why I tell people, man, when you be going to God and sending out requests and petition and asking God to do this, you know what? God ain't going to force it up on you. You looking at God, God looking at you. You looking at God, God waiting on you to take the first step. He waiting on you to submit and surrender. And once you submit and surrender to Him, then get what? God can go in and do whatever it is that He need to be done. Once you give God your heart, that's all God wants is your heart. Then God can go in and begin to change you. It's a process called a process of sanctification. It's an everyday thing for the rest of your life that you're going to have to go through when you give your life over to God. That's stuff that they don't tell people when they get baptized. And now you got to begin to transform and become in the image, the likeness of Christ. You can't keep walking around talking about you a Christian, but you ain't got no type of, like, you ain't got no type of characteristics of Him. No, nothing. Like, how can I sit and say, they're my Father, but they ain't got no type of characteristics of Him? No image, no likeness. Like your parents, you got something, because you share the same DNA, you got some type of characteristic, some type of something, image, something of them. Same way with God, man. You give God your heart, man, He begin to go in and pluck you and prune you, and it ain't, trust me, it ain't easy. Because plenty of time, man, we been on told ourselves certain things to make us feel good. But trust me, when you hit that, when God hit you, when God speak to you, when you begin to read that word, and that word begin to read you back, because that word gonna judge your heart when you begin to read it, and it gonna open you up. It gonna open you up, man. It gonna open you up and make you see the real, true self. And that's why a lot of people, man, they run from the truth. They run from that word. Because that word, I'm telling you, it gonna cut deep. It gonna cut going in and coming out. It's a two-edged sword. It cut coming in and it cut going out. Even when I be speaking, that thing be hitting me. That's why I always tell people, man, when God give you a message or a word, it just ain't for the people. It be for you too. That thing gonna cut going in and going out. Cause that's what the truth do. It gonna hurt, but at the end of the day, get what? You gotta use that, man, to change yourself, to shape yourself. Stop getting offended. Like, people get offended. People realize get offended when you speak the truth. That's why it's so hard for so many Christians to speak the truth. Because at the end of the day, these folks ain't out here trying to cause chaos. They ain't out here trying to judge nobody. They only telling y'all what's need to be told. But the first thing come out y'all mouth is, you can't judge me. Why you judging me? A person ain't judging you when they see you doing wrong. They just trying to correct you. It's a difference between judging and correction. Me judging you, I don't know nothing about you. I'm just putting something up on you, saying do what you do. But if I see you doing, I come to you be like, hey, such. But like I tell people, man, if you gonna do that, what God always say, before you trying to go get the needle out somebody else's eye, you first gotta get it out your eye. How can I sit and tell somebody don't smoke, don't drink, but if I'm smoking, don't drink? How can I tell somebody don't fornicate, don't commit adultery if I'm fornicating, don't commit adultery? How can I tell him preach against homosexuality if I'm protecting that homosexuality? How can I preach against any type of sin if I'm doing it? You first gotta get the needle out your eye. Ain't nobody perfect, but at the end of the day, we gotta start using that as an excuse for what we do. I don't use it as an excuse. I don't sit and say, well, I ain't perfect. Man, I sit and talk to God every day. I be like, God, look, this ain't what I want to do, but this is why I do it. I ain't giving you another excuse because I know it wrong. I know it ain't nothing but a trick from the enemy. I know it. And I know you probably gonna chastise me and discipline for doing it. I don't play with God. I be honest with God. I be real with God. Cause God know your heart. He see how he low know. He look low. And he look low. He know everything. You can't hide nothing from God. You can't manipulate God. So you might always just be open to him. Have a conversation with God. God, look, I know this ain't right, but I just like doing it. I used to tell God all the time when I was smoking weed, God, I know it ain't right, but they just like, I just like doing it. I like the feeling. I like the calmness. I like this and I like that. But at the end of the day, what I give you, God said, I give you the same thing. I give you a natural high. I give you the calm and the peace that drug is giving you. I give you that. Cause at the end of the day, only thing you doing is just destroying your body, destroying God's temple. People out here talking about they out here trying to be healthy. They want to live a healthy life, but you drinking. You putting all that poison in your body. That defeats the purpose of going to the gym. If you gonna smoke and you gonna drink, I don't care if you ain't drinking every day. You still putting poison in your body. You still destroying God's body. You still destroying his temple. You still doing it. Well, I like to smoke because I'm stressed. I hear a lot of people say it all the time because I used to say it too. I smoke because I'm stressed and it relieves it. Well, guess what? God is a stress reliever. I tell people, man, God be anything. God is everything. He is everything and all that you need. Whatever it is that you're going through, all you just gotta go through. All you just gotta go to him and talk to him. A lot of stuff that we be stressing about, a lot of stuff that we be worrying about be stuff out of our control anyway. So why worry and stress about something that you can't even control? You worried about other folk. You worried about what's going on at your job. I'm tell you what God used to always tell me, focus. Focus. Stop worrying about what's going on around you and focus. It ain't nothing but a distraction. You worried about what everything else going on around you. You just being distracted. And that's what the devil wants us to be. He wants us to be distracted. That's why he that's why he entices us with all these things in the world. To keep us distracted. Cause in the day, he ain't trying to go to hell by himself. He don't want you to accept the truth. He don't want you to accept Jesus Christ in your life. He don't want you to be conformed to God. He don't want you to follow God. He don't want you to he don't want you to have no dealings, no type of part with God. So he gonna keep you distracted by the things of this world. You lusting. You lusting. It ain't just got to be lusting over a body. You lusting out the money. You lusting out the material things. It's okay that you want to live comfortably. Don't nobody want to struggle. Don't nobody want to live in poverty. God ain't called nobody to live in poverty. But in order for you to receive what God got for you, you first got to let go of what you want for yourself. God got a life for you, but of so many of we choose to go down the path that we want to go down. We choose the life that we want. But then always complaining. What you complaining for? Why complain about when you can make change? I can see if we couldn't make change. People complain about a job. Guess what? You don't like that job? Go find you another. A lot of y'all, you complain about a job, but don't want to leave it because of the simple fact how much they paying you. You don't want to take a pay cut. But you want to sit there and complain about a job, how they killing you, how they slaving you, how they doing this, how they doing that, how you ain't got no time, you ain't this and you ain't doing that. But at the end of the day, guess what? You can make that change. You can go find you another job. So why complain? If you ain't gonna leave that job alone, why complain? God didn't call us to slave. God didn't call us to work hard. God didn't call you to use your body to killing yourself, hurting yourself to make somebody else rich. That's what we choose to do. That's not God's will. That's what we choose to do. That's what we choose to do. Just because they say they'll pay you $25 an hour, you finna go on a slave like a Hebrew slave, killing yourself, while they sitting somewhere on a yacht drinking and partying and having fun. Don't care nothing about you. They want to give you a little insurance that really ain't worth about nothing. You still gotta pay. You still can't go to the doctor and did what need to be did. You ain't got time for your family call. You're all day all. You just want to do a lay around and rest. So why complain if you ain't gonna make the change? It ain't no point of complaining. Ain't no point of complaining, man. We complain for what? We complain about everything. We got excuses for everything. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no need to complain. Either you gonna do it or you're not. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. That's why I always try to encourage people, man, to spend time with God, man. Spend much time with God. God will begin to tell you. He'll begin to show you what He created you for. He'll begin to talk to you. That's why I tell people, man, whatever God tell you, that between you and God. You ain't got to tell everybody. Because you got some jealous people out here. The enemy listening. And they going to try to deter you from whatever God told you. They going to try to deter you from it. You know what God told you. God is the author and the creator of our life. You know the plans for our life. God ain't trying to harm us. It's us who harm ourselves. God wants to be fruitful and multiply in many ways. He wants to be fruitful when it comes down to spiritual, so we can advance His kingdom, multiply His kingdom, multiply His people. He wants to be fruitful and multiply, not only just people-wise, but spiritual-wise as well. God wants to be fruitful, man. God want to give us a good life. But you just gotta surrender and submit to Him and be obedient to Him, man. John 14:15. You love me, keep my commandment. You love God, honor God. You love God, keep his words. That's how you show God that you love him. It ain't about what you do. I take that back. It is about what you do. But a lot of people, they try to work themselves in with God. They try to get, they try to obtain favor by doing certain things. Can't manipulate God, man. All you gotta do is be obedient and love yourself and love your neighbor as you love yourself. I don't care what a person did to you, man. God gonna fight that battle for you. I don't care what a person said about you. God gonna fight that battle. You just gotta put it in their hand. I tell everybody, man, everything. Place everything in God's hand. Place people, place situations, whatever it is you going through in life, or whoever it is that you dealing with, place them in God's hand. Don't seek vengeance. Don't do nothing wrong. Don't try to pay back. Don't try to be petty. Don't try to do none of that. You just keep doing what you know what is right. God gonna take care of the rest. God gonna take care of the rest. God gonna get your vengeance. God gonna fight that battle. God see how people get treated. God see how you get treated. That don't mean you go sit there because somebody treated you wrong, somebody did you wrong, somebody cheated on you or whatever the case may be, whatever it is, you go back and do the same thing. Can't get what? Now you get what you in the wrong. What God say, do good to your enemy. Feed your enemy. Pray for your enemy. You gotta do good, man. Don't do bad. You block your blessing, nah. Yeah. All right, man. We just gotta, you just gotta give it all over to God, man, and let God handle it. I know you know how you want to get your vengeance. I know you want to see what happened to a person. But 9 times out of 10, man, you ain't always gonna see it. Just know if a person ever come back and apologize to you, and God don't intervene. Sometimes people ain't gonna never come back and apologize. But it's on them. It's on them. Some people ain't gonna never come back and say, they ain't gonna never admit to you that they were wrong, that they treated you wrong. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know and God know that you ain't do nothing wrong. That you gave a person all you had. That you loved the person. That you made sacrifice. That you did whatever was supposed to be done. It don't matter what a person say. It don't matter what nobody else say. It don't matter if anybody know what you did. God know. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. Stop holding grudges, man, because that make your heart bitter. Stop being mad at people. Release that anger. Release that hate. Forgive. That's one of God's teaching. Forgiving. You got to be a forgiving person. Why? Because God is a forgiving God. God don't hold grudges. God don't hold what we do. God forgive us. God forgive us. So you should forgive people as well, man. Forgive people. Forgive me, man. It'll make you feel better. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. You can't love. You can't accept love. You can't give love because your heart tainted. Your heart messed up. Because you got so much hate, so much anger, so much bitterness, so much unforgiveness in your heart. So much pride. You know you did wrong. Hey, accountability, man. That's another thing that the world missing. That's another thing that the world lacking. Accountability. People don't want to be accountable for their own action and deed. They want to use other things and other people for scapegoats. They got an excuse for everything. Just own up to it. Yeah, I messed up. That was my fault. I did that. I apologize. And keep it pushing. Accountability, man. If everybody had accountability, guess what? The world would be better as well. Love and accountability will change this world. Then we will have peace. We will have hate. When we be seeing all this what's going on, people dying. People dying for no reason, man, because people don't know how to talk. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to forgive. They don't know how to let go of stuff. Everybody want to get their get back. You getting your get back don't land you in some trouble or cause somebody their life. And once that happens, it ain't no, uh-oh, let me try it again. Well, uh-oh, it's too late. Now you got to deal with the consequences. In the words of Rodney King, can we all just get along? For real. But we can't do that because of jealous, envious, strife, hatred, anger. That's why we can't get along. We don't like this person because they doing better than us. We don't like this person because they color. We don't like this person because of this. We don't like this person because of that. Yeah, leave. You hate this person because of that. The person ain't even did nothing to you. You was just brought up, raised to hate people. We were brought up and taught to hate people. Hate certain things. Hate this color. Hate that color. Man, at the end of the day, yeah, we know. Look, we know. We know whites and blacks. What don't happen. But guess what? When you call yourself a Christian, a true believer in God, you don't follow the world. You separate yourself from that. You separate yourself from that. You don't follow that. We know we still got racist people in this world. We know people still teaching their children to hate other colors, to hate the color of our skin. We know that. It ain't going nowhere. So we might as well accept that racism ain't going nowhere. It ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. Hating been happening since the beginning of times. When Adam and Eve bit into their fruit, all hell broke loose. So everything we seeing ain't new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They just give it a whole new name. People been hating people. People been killing people over stupidity. Because love gone. Ain't no more love. Ain't no more love in the world. When they bit that fruit, love left. All hell broke loose. Sin was born. The flood, the door was wide open for any and everything now. So, man, we know that. So we just got to accept it. We got to live in it. But know that, and just know that this ain't our final resting place. That you just got to Like, this is only temporary. You just passing through him. You here for a purpose. You here for a season. You here for a reason. You here for God. God ain't here for you. You here for God, to be used by God. But y'all out here trying to enjoy the world. God ain't put you here to enjoy the world. God didn't put you here to be a part of the world. He told you to be separated. He told you to come from amongst them, to separate yourself. Which means you're not going to be liked. Which means that people going to hate you. Which means people ain't going to want to be around you. Which means you ain't going to have too many friends. You ain't going to have too many comrades. You ain't going to have too many people who want to be around you, especially when you begin to walk straight with God. And you should be okay with that. You should be okay with not everybody liking you. It's a problem when everybody likes you. But when everybody ain't liking you, you know you're doing something right. You know you're headed in a path or a direction that many people ain't choosing to walk. But we want to be liked. We want to be loved by everybody. We don't want nobody to have no type of dislike towards us. We out here kissing butt for everybody to like us. We out here not being ourselves. Why? Because we want everybody to like us. God didn't create you for everybody to like you. It only going to be specific people. Everybody ain't going to like you, man. You should be cool with that. Everybody can't go with you where God's trying to take you. You should be okay with that. You should be okay with cutting people off who is hindering your growth, who is hindering your spiritual growth. You should be okay. I don't care who they is, mother, father, sister, brother, uncle, auntie, spouse, whoever it is. You should be okay, because at the end of the day, who's more important? God? God more important than anybody. And God tell you, go in Matthew and read what God tell you that, what he say? He say, if you just right down to my tongue, that you're not worthy of him. If you put anybody before him, you're not worthy of God if you put your mother and father before him. You're not worthy of God if you put your son and daughter before him. You're not worthy of God if you put your job before God. You're not worthy of God if you put anything before him, material thing, money, whatever it is. You're not worthy of him. God didn't put nothing before you. When he died on that cross, when he allowed himself to be nailed to the cross, pierced in the side, thorns on his head, beat, spit, all that. He went through all that for us, so that we may have eternal, everlasting life. But you turn around and tell God, no. I understand what you did. I thank you what you did. Did what I choose to do. Okay. So on Judgment Day, guess what you're going to hear? Apart from me, I never knew you. Ain't no more second chances. Ain't no mulligan. Ain't no more, God, I'm sorry. Give me another chance. No. This your chance now. This your chance to get your life right. This your chance to get your life in order. This your chance to surrender and submit to God. This your chance to receive his salvation. This your chance now. Because when God come back and destroy all this, it's over with. When God come back, people still going to be doing the same thing. Partying, clubbing, getting married, drinking, smoking. Why? Because God said it. I don't know when God coming back, but I know we in the end of times. If you go and read, I think Matthew chapter 24, where it talked about the end of time, and you read what he said, you begin to look at what we going through, and we in the end of time. I don't know the day, nor the time, nor the hour, but I know we in the end of times. And people still playing with God. People still talking about, I got time. Man, you don't know when death gonna come knocking on your door. Death will come knocking at your door in the next couple of seconds. Is you gonna be ready? Some people, they're afraid of death. I used to be afraid of death. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be afraid of dying. I ain't ready to die, but I don't accept the death because I know it's gonna happen. It's promised to us, so I'm not afraid of it. I have accepted that my family gotta leave here. A lot of people ain't accepted that. They don't even want to talk about death. They don't even want to speak about death. Death is not a bad thing. Death is your way enter into your next life. Enter into the promised land. You gotta die. Ain't no more eternal. Adam and Eve messed that all up. So now we gonna experience death. That's a curse. So we gonna experience death. But while you here, do what you're supposed to do. Quit trying to enjoy the world. Because you're gonna lose your life enjoying this world. You're going to lose your spot and position in heaven trying to enjoy the things of this world. Trying to be like the world. And it clearly shows who most of us follow. It clearly shows who we follow. We follow the world. All you gotta do is get on social media. Every time a new trend come out, everybody want to do it. These new line dance, everybody want to do it. These new little AI things that they be putting on Facebook, everybody want to do it. Because you're a follower. You're a follower of the world. God needs leaders, people who can lead his people, not somebody who gonna follow. God needs leaders. Men, God needs leaders back in his churches. Men, God needs leaders back in these homes. Man, we know, look, we already know the devil don't corrupt this world. Women don't like submission. They don't want to submit. Because they don't want to be felt like they're a slave, or they don't want to be felt like they being told what to do. But in the Bible, it clearly says that women should submit to her husband. Now, that don't mean the man go and treat the woman like a slave. That don't mean the man, you know what I'm saying? But God just letting you know that you got to submit to your husband because he placed him as the head of the household. He the head. You follow up under him. But y'all be out here, a lot of y'all men out here using that and trying to control. Why are you trying to control something that God is the one who controls everything. And at the end of the day, God get everybody free will to do what they want to do. God ain't forcing nobody to submit under him. God ain't forcing nobody to surrender under him. So why are you trying to force a woman to submit and surrender under you? Either she is or she ain't. At the end of the day, all you can do is just tell that woman. At the end of the day, get what? Y'all do it, pray for her. You just continue to walk that walk. You just continue to be obedient to God. God, I hear you talking to me. You just continue to walk that walk. You just continue to be obedient to God. You just continue to live the way God tells you to live. God gonna take care of that woman. God gonna take care of that man. I promise you, God gonna get a hope to him. You can't force nobody to do nothing because you don't have the power. Power lies in God. And God got the power and he don't force nobody to do nothing. So what makes you think you can force somebody to do something? If a person tell you right now, today, I don't want to be with you, here's what you got to do. You got to accept it. All you can do is go to God. Say, God, it's in your hand. What you want me to do? Shake the dust off, kick the dust off your feet, and keep moving. If it's for you, get what? God will bring it back around. If it ain't, then hey, it just wasn't meant for you. It just wasn't meant for you. Y'all be holding on to things and people that ain't meant for you. And you spend your whole entire life fighting for something that you shouldn't even have been fighting for. You spend your whole entire life trying to make a life with a person that you shouldn't even have tried to make a life with in the beginning. That's why I always tell people, before you get married, before you get in a relationship, you gotta ask God. See, we be with people for looks. Oh man, she light skinned, she thick, she this, she that, man. Oh girl, look at him. He tall, handsome, dog. I always tell people, man, look, the devil dress him up so. Look, the devil dress it up, make it look real good to you. Bring it to your front door. And a couple months down the line, you talking about, man, what happened? Because before you allowed that to enter into your life, you should have asked God. You should have asked him, God, is this what you want from me? Is this the person that you want from me? Stop going off your feelings. Stop going off of feelings. Because you lusting. By the time that's all it be, it just be you lusting. You lusting after a person. Ooh, girl, my heart. Ooh, that thing be fluttering. Yeah, my boy, man, look. Man, I'm telling you, boy, I ain't never felt like this about a woman in the day of my life. Sometimes it do be true love. But before you accept anything into your life, anybody into your life, you gotta ask God. You gotta take them before God. And you wait patiently. Man, y'all will go before God and you ain't heard from God right there and there. Get what? And sometimes God will tell you no, but y'all still get into it. Then you want to cry, you want to pray, you want to talk about this with God, do this and God do this, change it, man. For what? He ain't for you. She ain't for you. So God, son, let me tell you, man, God will let people treat you wrong until you get in your mind that you just need to leave it alone. God will let people hurt you just to show you that they ain't for you. That's what he'll do. He'll do that, man. Like I tell people, man, yeah, you got to work hard in marriage. You got to pray. You got to do a lot of stuff in marriage. But when it's something that God wants for you to have, trust and believe me. He going to come to your rescue. It ain't going to take no 20, 30, 40, 50 years for it to happen. It might take a while, but it ain't going to take that long. Y'all sit around and let these folk tell y'all, well, you don't supposed to get a divorce, you supposed to stay there. I don't condone divorces. I don't tell people getting on divorce. None of that. I always tell a person, man, go to God. God gonna tell you the truth. He gonna tell you what to do. Because at the end of the day, man, sometimes we get yoked with people we don't supposed to be yoked with. And sometimes, man, God gotta destroy that thing. He gotta destroy it. He gotta break that bond. Because you don't join with a person or something that you was never supposed to be joined with or yoked with. So yeah, sometimes, man, God was sitting and let a person go out there and cheat on you. God will sometimes allow a person to go out there and do some stuff. Because he got to break it. He got to destroy it. And when God tell you free, you free. Don't go back to it. Cause the next time you go to it, you might not can't get out of it. You might not make it out of it. Or it just might be harder for you to get out of it second time. Oh man, when God remove you from something, don't go back to it, man. You only go back to it if God brought you and the person back together. Stop listening to people tell you, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. Cause every spirit ain't a good spirit. You gotta test the spirit, man. You gotta test the spirit. Test the spirit, man. Like I tell people, man, if you get married, them vows, you just ain't taking vows before the pastor. You just ain't taking vows before family and friends. Man, you taking vows before God, and God expect for you to honor those vows. Because on vows say for richer or for poor. So that means if a person rich and they lose it all, guess what? You still gonna stay there. For sickness and in health. That means when a person get down on their bed, on their bed, something happen. Their feet get cut off, their leg get cut off, guess what? You still gonna be there. You meet that woman, you meet that man the first time, yeah. They body be right, they be looking good. You gotta think about it. They body ain't gonna be the same 10, 15 years from now. Now you looking at them, they all swole up, out of shape. Now you got your eyes on something else. No. God expects for you to hold them vows and maintain them vows for sickness and their health, for richer or for poor, until death do you part. Unless God say otherwise. Unless God separate you, unless God splits you up, unless God break that thing, you stay right there. You stay right there. That's what destroys a lot of marriages. It be finance, it be the lack of intimacy, health reasons. Nobody one of the main three. People start doing things that they did when they first met a person. Start going on dates. Sex life go down the drain. Lose interest in a person. Start falling apart. It's work, man. It's work. And if you ain't up to the job, you ain't up to the work, don't do it. Don't do it. A marriage ain't all about a wedding, a ceremony. Think about a lot of people, they spend all that money on these ceremonies. And 4 or 5 months later, a year and a half later, a couple years later, they divorce. So at the end of the day, it ain't about ceremony, man. It's about you and the person coming together, loving each other, going through whatever it is that y'all gonna go through. Making sacrifice. Being there for one another. Encouraging one another. Uplifting that man when he need to be uplifted. Uplifting that woman when she need to be uplifted. Making sacrifices. Y'all praying together. Getting that word together. Man, you need God in your marriage. I tell people, man, if you ain't got God, you ain't got nothing. If you ain't got God in the center of your life, if you ain't got God in the center of your finances, your marriage, your family, it gonna get destroyed. It gonna fall apart. God is that third string, that third cord in that knot that gonna hold it all together. You can't braid with two knots. You need that third cord, that third string. It gonna hold it together. It gonna twine it together. God is that third string. It's you, that person, and God. God got to be the center of everything. God got to be in the midst of everything, man. Apart from God, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Boy, people think they be struggling. Man, when you ain't got God, boy, you sure enough in the struggle. You sure enough finna face some stuff. You sure enough finna go through stuff. But let me tell you something. When you go through God, man, and God proved this point to me. When you go through something, you facing adversity or you going through something in life, you got God, man. God will help you get through it. That's why I always tell people, just cause don't sit there and think I'm telling you to get God in your life or accept God in your life just because life gonna be easy. You ain't gonna go through that. You gonna go through stuff. You gonna continue to go through life. You're going to continue to face adversity. You're going to continue to struggle. You're going to continue to endure some things, some trials, some tribulations, storms. But I'm trying to tell you, with God, it's a whole lot easier. It's a whole lot calmer. It's a whole lot less stressful when you got God, when you going through things in your life, when you facing adversity. I'll never forget when God told me this at work. I had to load a truck. And I had just got through loading the first truck. And Cage was just piling up. And they ain't had got my second trailer on the door yet. And I knew that God spoke to me. He said, adversity. He said, I'm finna show you how to face adversity. He said, just remain calm. Trust me, I got you. They came and opened up my they finally got a truck on the door. I had to move all my cages. I had already moved all my cages down to where the trailer was gonna be at. They finally came. I had a bunch of cages piling up. So I pushed all my cages in there. Had somebody come out and say, hey man, you need help? I was like, nah, I'm alright. I got it. Went in there. I told myself, now do what I told myself. I said, okay, I take break. We go to break at 10. It was what? About 9 something when I started loading that truck. And I had a good amount of cages out there. So I said, man, I'm going to do it just enough so when I get ready to go to break, I'll come back and finish the rest of it. That's when God planned. I loaded all them cages before I went to break. I was outside waiting to go on break. I was inside the truck loading. I'm talking about, this is how I know it was God. When I was at Amazon, I went at Amazon loading no truck. That's how I know God was in the truck with me. Cause half of the time, I be in there loading, I can't even feel the weight of the packages. And I just been on, just loading. I be zoned out. It just be me and God. Now he be helping me. Cause half of the time, I tell people, man, they be like, man, how you do it? I just go in there and do it, man. And God be right there. He be right there with me, giving me the strength that that's why I tell people, man, we be so focused on trying to get strength from other sources when your strength and your help come from God. That's why God say, look towards the hill from whence comes your help. Your help come from God. That's your source. That's your strength. That's your power. That's your energy. God will give you whatever you need to get through the day. That's why I tell people, man. Y'all want to run to the coffee. Y'all want to run to them energy shots. Y'all want to put all this stuff in your body. But then crashing at the end. All you got to go be like, look, present. This is what I used to do. I used to present my situation to God at work. I'd be like, God, man, okay, this truck they got me on today, I know it's going to be here. I know it's going to be thumping. I said, I just need you to roll with me. I just need your help. I say, God, if it just be me and you, that's fine. If you send me some help, that's fine too. And I just get in there and do it. I just knock it out. Somebody might come out there and help me do a couple K, they'll walk out. And I'm still rolling. I'm still going. That thing, I'm sitting out. I don't got caught up. I don't slow my truck down. I'm just chilling. I'm looking at everybody else. I ain't got no work to do. We complain about a lot of stuff. Why complain? All you gotta do is give it over to God. It's just like, I never get, one day I was at work, and it was just a lot going on at work. And I was like, man, I'm just finna stay in my truck because I ain't finna deal with none of that such. So I was in my truck, I was just talking to God. I said, God, man, look what's going on. this and this and that going on, that. And it's crazy. I said, man, I said to myself, I'm going to tell my manager. But I was like, nah, you know what? I ain't finna worry about it. I'm just finna focus. Do what I'm supposed to do. 10 minutes later, the same thing that I was explaining to God about, I seen my manager on the floor fixing. He was already, I said, look at God. See how God moved? That's why I try to tell people, man, at the end of the day, you ain't always got to do it. You ain't always got to do it. All you got to do is give it to God. And let God do the rest. Now, God tell you to move, he tell you to move. But sometimes, man, we be putting ourselves in situations and stuff that we don't even need to be putting ourselves in. Oh, you serve a God who can fight your battle. You serve a God who, man, I'm talking about so good, so wonderful. Present your request. Present whatever it is, your situation, whatever it is that you're going through. Present it to God. Y'all like to go to God in prayer when you need some money. Well, God, can you give me $100? God, I want $1 million. God, I want this new house. God, I want this, I want that. But when we really need to go to God about some things in life, we don't want to go to God. We want to try to put it in our hand. We want to try to take it and do it for ourselves. And then when we get backlash or we find ourselves in an altercation or we find ourselves in a situation, now we looking crazy. Man, that's what God for, man. To fight your battles. Because at the end of the day, I gotta tell people, man, you're not fighting against people. You're fighting against things that we can't see in the spiritual realm. That's what you're fighting against. You're fighting against demons and stuff. You can't fight against nothing you can't see. All you gotta do is give it to God. That's just like your husband, your wife, your kids, or whatever. You ain't fighting the battle against them. It's a spirit. It's something that you can't see. And all you gotta do is give it to God. And let God do the rest, man. You be obedient. You do what you're supposed to do. You still love that person. I don't care what. Look, I don't care how. Look, I don't care how a person treats you. I don't care how your spouse treats you. I don't care what your brother do. I don't care what your sister do. I don't care. You still show that person love. You still show them love. And let God deal with them. God gonna get them. Sometimes it may seem like it's taking longer. But trust me, God working behind closed doors. He just do things in his time. You just got to be patient with God. Trust God. Come back to what I said earlier. Trust the process. Trust the process of life. Trust the process and whatever it is that you may be going through or whatever that you may have made a decision to embark on or whatever. Trust the process. Ain't nothing easy in life. You gonna go up, down, crisscross that way, this. Ain't nothing meant to go from A to Z. In order for you to cross that finish line, man, you're gonna go through some things. You're gonna face some obstacles. You're gonna go through some stuff in life. You just gotta trust the process. You just gotta trust the process, man. You just gotta trust the process. Stop looking at your situation. So I tell people, man, stop looking at the situation. That's what makes you want to give up. That's what makes you want to give in. That's what makes you get tired. That's what makes you lose faith. Because you looking at it. You paying attention to it. So keep your eyes on God. Continue to praise God. Continue to worship God. Continue to keep your eyes on God, man. God see what you facing. He see what you in. Because he right there with you. God right there with you. He just needs you to trust him. Trust the process. God gonna bring you out better than when you went in. God gonna give you back double for your trouble. You just gotta trust the process. I know sometimes, man, we grow weary, we grow tired, we grow anxious. But that's when you just gotta continue to just keep your eyes on God. That's when you gotta continue to seek God with all your heart. That's when you just gotta continue to talk to God. Stop holding it in. Talk to God. Get that stuff off your chest. Get it off your mind. Today is a great day. Today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a wonderful day, a blessed day, prosperous day. Speak it, claim it, all in the name of Jesus, man. Speak life over yourself. Speak life over your situation, man. Stay positive. Stay positive. Stay positive. Stay positive. Whatever it is you're facing, man, stay positive. Don't let that negative thought, don't let that negative thought creep in your mind. Don't let that negative talk come around you. People who are always negative, man, keep them people around you. Keep them people from off around you. People who ain't trying to do nothing in life, people ain't trying to go nowhere. You don't need to be in that circle. The only thing they're doing is just holding you back. Get around some people who trying to go. Get around some people who gonna motivate you. Don't get around nobody who gonna uphold you in your wrong. Don't get around nobody who ain't gonna be truthful to you, who ain't gonna be honest with you. Don't get around nobody who gonna you know what I'm saying, sugarcoat everything. They don't want to tell you the truth. They ain't your true friend. They don't really care about you then. Cause a person who really care about you, man, they gonna give it to you 100. They gonna tell the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not. Man, I don't care how long you known a person. I don't care how long. A true friend, man, they ain't gonna switch up on you. No matter what life decision you make. A true friend gonna be there for you if you choose to walk with God or you choose not to walk with God. Some people, man, they only just want to be with you. Some people only just want to be with you when you beneficial to them. When you benefit them. When you don't benefit no more, they don't want nothing to do with you no more. Because they can't get nothing up out you. Sometimes be your own family. Trying to tell people, hey, to my blood thicker than water. Man, I'm going to tell you something. Blood don't mean nothing. Blood don't mean nothing. It be your own king. It be your own folks, your own blood, man. That's why God said, that's why Jesus said in Matthew. Matter of fact, it's in the gospel. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. When God talks about, when Jesus said, they asked, who is his family? Jesus said, my brothers and sisters, my family, is the one who do the will of the Father. That's who my family, that's who my brothers and sisters is. It ain't about blood. Yeah, we came from the same mama, we came from the same daddy. We blood, we cousin, all that. But my family is the one who do the will of the Father. That's what Jesus said. So, that's why God said, put no trust in no man. I don't care who they are, boy. They snakes out here. They just trying to get whatever they can. When they can't get no more, they gonna cut you off. They gonna cut you off, man. They gonna cut you off. You got Decepticons walking around here, people deceiving people each and every day. They're your friend one day and your enemy the next. They're your friend one day and they stab you in the bite the next. They're your friend one day and that thing they got a gun to your face the next. Man, it's real out here in this world, man. You gotta protect your peace. You gotta protect yourself. But today is the day that the Lord has made, man. So we're gonna rejoice. We're gonna be happy. We're gonna be glad in it. We're gonna thank God. We're gonna praise God. We're gonna uplift God all in the name of Jesus, man. And like I always say, man, spend some time with God, man. Make time for God, man. God did all this for you. God did all this for us. He died on that cross. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a sacrifice. There's so many people, man. Ask your friends. Ask your family members. Ask them. They probably gonna lie to you. But ask them. Are they willing to die on that cross for your sin? Because Jesus did it. Jesus did it with no hesitation. And look how we repay him. Our God asked that we repay him with our life. That's all God asked. So, hey. Man, I love y'all, man. God love you a million times more, man. God love the righteous. God love the sinners. God love everybody, man. Only thing God asks that we all repent of our sins, turn from our wicked ways, and pick up the cross and follow him. Be obedient to him. Live the way that good book say we supposed to live. Live the way he said we supposed to live. Be a walking image of him. Be a walking image of God, man. Become more like Christ. In and outward. Turn your heart towards God, man. Give your heart to God. What God started, he gonna finish. Cause he the author. God started your book, he gonna end your book. God started painting your canvas, he gonna finish painting your canvas. You the book, let him finish writing. You the canvas, let him finish painting. You just be obedient to God, his word and his voice. Surrender and submit unto God. And let God do the rest. Make time for God. Stop coming up with excuses. If you ain't got enough time for God, that means you need to check yourself. You need to sit down and figure out what you can move around, what you can take off your plate, what you can take off your schedule that ain't important. Cause God more important than anything. You're making yourself too busy that you can't spend time with God. But God ain't making himself too busy to wake you up every morning. God ain't forgetting about that. God, grace and mercy, man. His grace and mercy. Lord have mercy, his grace and mercy, man. And look how we pray God. If it weren't for God, grace and mercy, man, we wouldn't have nothing. God, grace and mercy is undeserved favor. You ain't gotta do nothing to get it. It's just his grace and mercy. It's his grace and mercy that he have bestowed upon us. You ain't gotta do nothing to get it. It's undeserved favor. Everything we got is because of God's grace and mercy. You should be waking up thanking God every day, asking God, okay, God, what can I do to please you? What can I do to honor you? How can I serve you today, God? Instead of you going to God, talking about some, God, do this for me. When y'all start going to God, say, God, how can I serve you today? What can I do to please you? Cause you doing all this for me. You don't did enough for me. Here I am coming to you every day with a request. Here I am coming to you being ungrateful. Talking about I need more, I need more, I need more. Knowing that I ain't giving you enough. How can I serve you today? What can I do for you, Lord? God, in spite of all that I done, look what you do for me. In spite of my being ungratefulness, in spite of my sins that I do, in spite of everything that I've done in life, God, look how you still bless me. Look how you still look what you still do for me. But yet and still, we gotta go to God, asking God for more. But you don't want to give God more of you. You don't want to give God what He is asking and requiring of you. But you want God to give you more. How that work, man? God ain't a genie. God don't work for us. We ain't His boss. We ain't His master. We ain't His Lord. We ain't His king. He our king. He our master. He our boss. He our father. He over us. Every day we should be asking God, God, how can I serve you? How can I please you? God, what I need to do? What I need to be doing to get my life in order, to be better. We play with God. We use God. We abuse God. A lot of people, they think it's funny to say on God. Why you using God's name in vain? You're never supposed to use God's name in vain. On God. Why? Because it sounds good and everybody else saying it? On God, on God. So you want to sound like everybody else. You sound stupid. Using God's name in vain like that. Got your kids saying it. Y'all just laughing. Hee 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 hee. Man, you using God's name in vain, man. God ain't nobody to be played with nor mocked. He ain't nobody to be played with nor mocked. But that's what we do. That's what we do, man. It has become the norm. The world has normalized playing with God, mocking God, making a joke out of God. The world has normalized it. You see it on social media every day, how people play about God, how they joke about God. And we find it funny. It's entertainment to us now. That's what they did at the cross. They cast lot. They mocked God when He was on the cross. They made fun of Him. Oh, well, since you say you God, you can't get yourself out the cross. We do the same thing today. We mock Him. We make a joke out of Him. He'll turn into entertainment, laughter for ourselves. I don't even know what we. Come on, man. Come on. Especially telling people, hey man, don't play with my God. Go do that with a Muslim. Go do that with a Muslim. With a Muslim. Go say something about that God. Go say something about Allah. Go joke about Allah. And see how them folk get all up in your face. But soon as somebody say something about Jesus Christ, the world came around, I don't know, we laugh about it. We ain't serious about our God. Come on, man. We ain't serious about our God. But you gonna do that with any other religion. All these other gods, man, them folk gonna, man, I promise you, they gonna correct you, they gonna check you. I don't see Muslim myself check people about Allah. They don't play about that. So why we let people play about our God, Jesus Christ? Cause we scared. We worry about people gonna say. Man, you gotta stand up for God. You gotta stand up for him. God stand up for you on that cross. So you ain't gonna stand up for him? Come on, man. We call ourselves Christians every day. We call ourselves true believers in God, true believers in Jesus Christ. We go to hear about him every Sunday. For what? That ain't gonna get you into heaven. You going to church every Sunday ain't gonna get you into heaven. You going to Bible study every day. I ain't telling nobody not to go to church. I want you to go hear the word. But I want you to go hear the truth. I don't want you to hear no watered down gospel. I don't want you to be hearing no tradition passed down. I want you to receive the true word, the true gospel. I want you to be saved. I want you to be converted. That's why I tell people, man, if you one of the ones who want to go to these buildings, these churches, or these buildings, cause church ain't nothing but God's people. If you want to go to these worship service or whatever place may be, ask God lead you to the right one. Ask God lead you to somebody who preaching the truth. They ain't preaching that watered down gospel, no tradition that been passed down. They giving it to you straight. They don't care nothing about your feelings. Cause at the end of the day, God don't care about your feelings. Go somewhere, man. They care more about your life, your spirit, your spiritual life. You make it into heaven than what you can put in that collection plate. People out here, and these folks out here leading God's people straight to hell. Sheep being slaughtered. People not hearing the truth. They ain't receiving God. They ain't receiving Jesus Christ before they leave this world. All most people worried about is money. Robbing God and robbing God's people. It's a business now. It's a business now. It's a business now, man. So many preachers, I ain't gonna say all of them, but so many preachers and pastors, man, they have conformed to this worldly teaching. Everybody want to go to seminary. Everybody want to be a minister. Everybody ain't called to preach. Well, if I go to seminary school, I can do it. But that ain't your calling. In seminary school, they only want to teach you what they want you to know and what they want you to push out. Show me in the Bible where Jesus Christ went to school to do what he do. He didn't. It was his calling. And when God chose his disciples, he taught them. He taught them. And they went out teaching what God taught them. That's why you learn from God. You learn from the Holy Spirit. Because when you learn from God, and you learn from the Holy Spirit, guess what? You're going to learn the truth. And now you can go out there and speak the truth. But so many people, they ain't going to be able to receive what you're saying because they don't sit up on the God. They sit up on the other people and let other people force their teachers up on them, forcing their beliefs up on them. Man, I listen to people, but I learn from God. And some things, some of these preachers be saying, it be true. And some stuff I don't agree with. Like I said, it be half true, but most of it a lie. That's what the devil do. He'll give you a little truth and the rest of it gonna be a lie. That's how he got Adam and Eve. He made them question what God told them to do. Trick them, deceive them. That's what the devil do. A lot of these people ain't nothing but wolves walking in sheep clothing, man. And y'all following right along with them. Can't nobody tell you, you think you know it all. Okay. That's why I only do what God tell me to do. I'm going to tell you 1, 2, 3 times. After that, hey, I can't force you to believe nothing. I can't force you to accept nothing. Everybody got to walk their own path. Everybody going to believe whatever it is they want to believe. But at the end of the day, when judgment comes, you can't say you didn't hear the truth. You just chose not to accept the truth. People want to try to take the word and try to make it fit their lifestyle. No. Your lifestyle got to fit that word. And that's what they doing. They taking God's word to fit their lifestyle. Trying to mix up God's word, add in him, add in that one. God say, don't take from my word, nor add to my word. And that's what they doing. To fit a lifestyle. Because they don't want to live the way God has called us to live. If you don't want to live that way, then cool. God ain't going to force it up on you. But don't tinker and tanker with God's words. Out here spreading false to people out here who really is trying. You misleading them people. Y'all don't want to preach the truth because you're afraid of your congregation going to leave. So what? They leave. Y'all ain't afraid of that. Y'all afraid that their money going to go. That's what they afraid of. The less member, the less money. Because y'all trying to maintain a building. When God say go out in the highways and the byways and spread my word, y'all waiting for people to come to y'all. But get what? You got to go to the people. You got to go to the people. You got to go to the people. If people out here need praying for, and y'all trying to get them to come in a building. People out here need to hear the word, but y'all trying to get them to come in a building. Come on, man. God didn't wait. He went. He went. Different cities, different towns, preaching the word. He ain't set up no one and said, y'all come listen to me. He went. He went what he knew people need to hear. He went and sat with sinners. How you expect to get the word to these people? You don't even want to go in the type of places where they at. Look at the neighborhood. Man, you got churches everywhere in these neighborhoods. For what? They just building just sitting there. While the neighborhood that is in just being overrun, overtaken by the devil. Y'all should be setting up tents somewhere, setting up shops somewhere. Preaching the word with a speaker on, loud as on nowhere. Trust me. It gonna hit them. If they hit, it gonna hit them. We gotta do our job. We gotta reach the people, man. We gotta go out. We got to do it. Or just sitting back, waiting and hoping and wishing people to come to a building. That ain't what God called us to do. He said, go out and make disciples. Go out and baptize in my name, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Baptize them in my name. Jesus Christ's name. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Go out and make disciples. He didn't say wait. When you learn from God, you take whatever teaching God don't give you and you go out and spread it. You don't just hold it for yourself. The wisdom and knowledge that God gave you, you go out and spread it, man. Notice I said what you learn from God. Because most people, they ain't learning from God. They learning from men. They putting their trust and belief that just because this man call himself a prophet or apostle or preacher or pastor, whatever it is, he's telling the truth. All you gotta do is dig in it. Some of y'all don't want to dig in that word for yourself. You don't want to spend time in that word for yourself. You don't want to get in there and learn that word for yourself. That's why so many of y'all been misled, misguided. Interpreting the words wrong. Because you just reading it. But then you just going off what you first. Man, I'm telling you, God's word is so deep, man. But when God teach you the revelation, he'll give you in the word, man. Or a passage or a sentence. What it mean, what he talking about. Or how you just be in there reading and God will give you a word with a message over, man, look. Whew. But the devil know that. The devil know you get in that Bible, man. That Bible gonna change you. That word gonna change you. He gonna shape you. He gonna mold you into becoming more like Christ. And he don't want that. He don't want you to be separated from him. He don't want you to be a part of God's kingdom. He wants you to be a part of the devil's kingdom. He ain't trying to go to hell by himself. He know that. So he try to distract you. He distract you from praying. He distract you from fasting. He put things in your head where, oh, I can't do it. All them excuses, that ain't nothing but the devil putting that in your head. Or why you can't fast, why you can't pray, why you can't get in your word. Well, these are the things that we need to be done. You should be fasting and praying, not just fast when you want something. God ain't just say fast when you want something. Some things in your life only gonna happen or only gonna change when you fast and pray about it. Fasting should be a part of your Christian walk anyway. When you just fasting because that's what God say we're supposed to do. God told you, it said it will come a time where my people are gonna fast. This is the time now. This is the time now. We should be fasting and praying. Not for a gain. I'm trying to tell you, man, we use God. We use God. We use God. People tell you, well, only time you should fast when you want something. Why the only time you want to fast when you want something for God? Why the only time would you want to go to God, get in his presence when you want something for him? Well, God done did all he's supposed to do for you. It's just like you just going to your parent for something. But then after that, you don't want no type of dealings with them. Oh, I'm just gonna go to my mama and my daddy for this. Then they give it to me. I don't want no dealings with them until I need something again. That's how we treat God. That's how we treat God. Man, he should be, man. God, I'm going to serve you no matter what. I'm going to be obedient to you no matter what. Whether you give me some or not. Because you gave me life. You gave me a chance to have everlasting life. Salvation. So I'm going to serve you whether is beneficial to me or not. I'm going to serve you just because of you, God. You Lord over my life. You Christ. But, I'll never forget. God told me. He revealed it to me. He said a lot of people don't want to fast because they don't want to pull away from that table. They don't want to pull away from that table. That's why, look, let me tell you. That's why, man, look, let me tell you something. That's why we are experiencing so many type of sickness and illness. Because we don't want to pull away from that table. People got excuses. Well, they putting all this in the food. And let me tell you something, man. Well, you just got to pray with your food. That too. You do got to pray with your food. But let me tell you something. Give your body a rest, man. Give your gut rest. Your body needs rest. It got to repair itself. It got to restore itself. If you ain't getting the right amount of sleep, you ain't giving your body the right amount of rest, you ain't giving your gut the right amount of rest, how can your body do what it's supposed to do? Your body is a living organism. It heals itself. It cleanses itself. It do everything it need to do itself. It don't need no help. Only time your body need help is when you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, when you ain't eating proper, when you ain't getting the proper nutrients, when you ain't getting the proper rest. Your body like a vehicle. It gonna tell you when something wrong. Your body even gonna crave certain things that it needs. Like in the summertime, my body don't crave no food. Get what it crave? It crave nothing but watermelon. That my body telling me, all right, you know, it's hot out here. It's time for you to hydrate yourself. I need you to get some of that natural water. That H3O? Not H2O, but H3O. That natural water. That natural water, man. I'll tell y'all, man, the food, like the fruits and vegetables, that's what God first created. When he first created, that's what he told us to eat. He didn't say eat no flesh. He said eat fruits and vegetables, because in the fruits and vegetables are everything we need. Nutrients, everything. That's why you gotta be out in the sun for a certain amount of time. Man, we come from the earth. We come from the earth. God created us from the earth. So everything that's why God said when he created everything on earth, he saw that it was good. Because it was good. It was good. And then everything else, the world fell. People started eating flesh, started eating meat, started eating all that. We was never meant to eat flesh, man. Fruits and vegetables. I used to sit here and laugh at people who say they were vegetarian and vegans. Like, you don't eat no meat, man. That's crazy. But I realized we were programmed. They told us we had to eat 3 times a day. They told us we had to eat 3 times a day. We was programmed. Man, you ain't got to eat no 3 times a day. You ain't giving your body time to digest what you just put in your food. What you just put in your stomach. That's the thing about it. They don't tell you all that. Certain stuff you put in takes a while, especially meat. It take a while for meat to digest. So you eating 3 times a day. You walking around while you feeling bloated. Your stomach sticking out. And you still piling more, still piling more, still piling more. Out here killing yourself trying to lose weight. You ain't gotta do all that. If you just eat right. That's why so many people, when they get old, they got joint problems. They got all that because they don't spend their entire life working out. Putting all that muscle on you. All that, man, come on. It has effects over your body. But we've been programmed. Some of y'all don't want to unlearn what you've been taught and reprogram yourself. God, I tell people, man, God will tell you how he created the earth and the structure of the earth where it's supposed to be. God will tell you that, man. God don't want you harming yourself. He don't want you destroying yourself. He don't want you destroying his temple. So God gonna tell you. He gonna tell you what you doing. What you putting in your body wrong. Just so you listen to him. You can't argue with God. Can't fight with God. Diabetes, high blood pressure, all this stuff that, man, we experience. We don't supposed to be experiencing none of that. We experience because of our diet, what we eat. We eat for taste instead of health. If it don't taste good, we don't want it. Then we mix all these different ingredients, all different stuff together to get this and get that. We just killing ourselves. Just harming ourselves. Eating all this processed food. Food ain't real. Like, come on, man. Walking around. I try to tell people, man, cancer already inside you. Cancer ain't nothing but a cell. It's the environment we live in. It's the stuff we eat. It's the stuff we put in our body. What aggravates it. What agitates it. Then they tell you to go get on radiation and chemo. But they tell you, if you be in the sun too long, it ain't good for you because of the radiation. They tell you radiation off of satellites and stuff like that right there, it ain't good for you. But you gonna tell me, if I got cancer, radiation gonna heal me? But you telling me radiation bad for me. So which one is it? Then they tell you to take chemo. Now you just messed up your whole body. All you had to do was just go out here and find the natural herbs and natural substance that God have already created on this earth for us to take so we can heal. Fasting. I tell people fasting not only just for spiritual healing, but fasting is for your body. It heals your body as well. But the doctor ain't going to tell you that, because they tell you that, get what? They're going to begin to lose a whole lot of people, because people going to begin to heal themselves certain things. When you ain't got nothing in your body, man, your cell begin to, your stomach and stuff, it begin to eat on bad stuff. Bad cell begin to break down fat and eat on all that. Of course, your glucose and all that stuff gonna drop here and there. But your body gotta repair. So it's just breaking down and repairing itself. Ooh, I don't feel bad. I feel bad. I feel this. Because you ain't used to it. Your body has got used to eating. So when you don't eat, you feel bad. Man, I'm on a 7-day cleansing starting today. Which means I can't put no food in my body. I can drink water, but I can't put no food in my body. A 7-day cleansing. People say you can't do it. Yes, you can. It's mind over matter. And as you relying on God, you can do it. Yeah, you're going to experience some things, but you got to push through it. You can't be out here trying to do too much. You know you ain't putting nothing in your body. And shoot, I tell people this. I think it was last year. I did a 7-day fast while I was at work, loading trucks. All I did was just drink water. They tell us, well, you're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water. That's a lie. Your body make water. So why you going to keep
That's why people walk around here swell up, all this fluid in them. Your lymphatic system messed up. Then you put more water on top of your body because they tell you gotta drink 8 glasses of water. Drink water, drink water. Man, you'll mess around and drown yourself drinking all the water. I'm gonna tell you, we sit here and listen to these doctors.